Joining me now from Southern California, Angel Mom and Principal in the Fight Sanctuary State Ballot Drive, Agnes Gibboney. Agnes, the holidays are especially hard on you, I am sure. Your son was murdered, unfortunately, by an illegal alien, about 16 years ago? He was 29 at the time. Friday, in California, his killer was released. But the good news is, like angels, the federal government, the Trump federal government, swept down, and what happened?
Well, I am very pleased to say that as soon as he got released, he got picked up by ERO, Enforcement Removal Officers, which is a division of ICE, and he was immediately removed to Mexico, back to Mexico. So Mexico essentially gained another felon murderer, and we freed and saved another life in our country, in our state.
And someone is watching out for you. I firmly believe that. There are angels looking out for you. I believe that. But someone's watching out for you at the White House, and his name is Donald Trump. And look at this tweet from the president. Agnes, your great boy Ronald is looking down, very proud of you. And when the president in that tweet says very proud of you, I think he's talking about your son is very proud of you. But you know what? I believe the president is talking about and speaking for himself. I think he's proud of you and your effort.
I hope so. I love my president and respect him so much. He has done so much to bring awareness to this devastation called illegal aliens who come to our country. I'm not saying that all of them are criminals and all of them injure people, but there's a good number of them that do, and we shouldn't have any of them here. And President Trump knows the cost because he sees the tears in our eyes, and he knows, and he wants to change that. But unfortunately, Congress is sitting on their hands and behinds and doing absolutely nothing, impeding the president from accomplishing even more to bring immigration reform and to kick these illegal alien criminals out of our country.
Now, unfortunately, you live in a rogue state, California, that aids and abets illegal. And let's face it, they would have let this guy, your son's killer, free to roam about California, to roam about all 50 states, to kill again, potentially, if it wasn't for the fast action by the Trump ICE officers. And God bless them for doing their jobs and getting rid of this guy. So you're part of the Fight Sanctuary State movement. Fight Sanctuary State is a ballot initiative, and the goal of the ballot initiative is, of course, number one, to force the governor of California and the legislature to end the sanctuary status in the state of California. But it would do a bunch of other things, right? It would require local law enforcement to work with ICE. What a novel idea, huh? It would end employers' criminal prosecution. A lot of people don't realize that in California, employers can be criminally prosecuted if they happen to go to ICE and say, hey, there's an illegal over there, or there's an illegal working. It's so upside down. So Fight Sanctuary State is an effort to try and bring some pro-America constitutional common sense back to the state of California.
Absolutely. Go to fightsanctuarystate.com. Help us, donate, do everything you can, because we're trying to bring this to a national attention and end sanctuary states throughout the United States. It's unconstitutional. It puts American citizens' lives at risk when they're protecting those that should have never been here and are criminalizing our citizens.
Now, mid-December is, from what I'm hearing, mid-December is possibly the beginning of the signature drive. You're not collecting signatures yet. There's a rather lengthy process that you all have to go through with the Secretary of State of California, but you need in the neighborhood close to 1 million signatures, 800,000 signatures. That's a lot, but when you consider, the state has 35 million residents, it's not too bad. You should be able to do this and get it on the ballot. The budget you need to do this is rather hefty, about $5 million. And as you mentioned, fightsanctuarystate.com. I would imagine in your little corner, and maybe different corners of California, you're going to be out there helping to gather these signatures.
I sure will, and I'm going to be speaking to people, telling them the importance of eliminating sanctuary states and cities to protect everyone. I mean, this is a safety issue, right, and it's unconstitutional to begin with. And Gavin Newsom has no right to impose that on us. I mean, he's doing so much damage in our country already. In our state, he eliminated the death penalty. Think about it. If you're the parent of a victim who was brutalized and brutally murdered and tortured, and they're on death row, now we're gonna support them for the rest of their lives. Why? What a disappointment for those families. This is insane. We need to end this, and we need to end sanctuary states and cities. And start protecting and give law enforcement back their power to start apprehending and arresting, asking for ID. Whatever happened that we don't anymore?
Well, thank goodness that the federal government, i.e. the President of the United States, brought some sanity, just a little bit of sanity back to California in deporting your son's killer. He'd be 46, and he would be celebrating Thanksgiving with you. Unfortunately, he can't. So you move on with this movement. In honor of your son. It's fightsanctuarystate.com. Agnes, thank you.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.